All right. All right, here we go. About to go into the draft. TNG versus Five Guys on a scooter on Infernal Shrines. First pick, first ban going to Five Guys. So if you're Five Guys right now, what's your first ban?
Probably Artanis or Ragnaros.
I would agree with that. And it's hard to decide, right? Do you let the Rag through and say, okay, well, I'm going to face the Artanis, or I'm going to ban the Artanis because I don't want to deal with the swaps, or do you face...
Sylvanas wouldn't be a bad ban either.
Yeah.
Because
Sylvanas is probably another safe ban.
Yeah, but you have the chance to pick it here if you want. See,
Right.
yeah, if you ban... I guess they think Tass is really good. But if you ban something else that's not Sylvanas, then the other team has to ban Sylvanas, or you can first pick it, right?
Right. I'm having that what moment? Like, Tassadar ban. I mean, I guess if you were watching the last game, yeah, their Tassadar enabled a lot, but I'm not sure I'd ban it.
Maybe we go a bit deeper and think, wait, Five Guys might be going for the Zeratul pick here, or maybe like the Nova pick.
Okay.
That would make more sense.
I guess that's
right?
possible, right? I guess that's possible. Sure. Okay. I could see that, I guess. Sure. Maybe they feel like Tass is what enabled Zul Jin? Is strongly, too? I don't know. I'm also surprised by the Artanis ban.
Yeah, the other bit of it is they watched the last game and they're like, man, that task was amazing. We have to take this away.
Right.
You could pick up the Sylvanas here if you wanted. Or Rag.
Really anything, right? It just, like, one of the... Yeah, Sylvanas or Rag's probably your best bet at this point. Maybe even a Diablo if you really want Diablo, because he's getting banned a lot, but Sylva's a good choice.
And now you see this Sylv, and you're probably going to want to... Yeah, pick some other meta picks to counteract that.
Dahaka is a great choice. I love Dahaka on this map. But then the question is, what's your second choice? I almost want to see him go Tychus, because with Dahaka, I don't think we're going to see a solo Dahaka tank.
That's kind of what you want to do. But Ragnaros is also good to pick up.
Not just Ragnaros, Lil Ragnaros. Best skin. If you're going to play Ragnaros, you need to buy the Lil Ragnaros skin, because it is awesome. Those are two solid picks, though, and that kind of puts some pressure on Five Guys, because you have Dahaka, who can be anywhere at any time, so the soak is there. You have Ragnaros, who can reach a long way with his Molten Core.
Yeah, but they did pick the Dahaka, which means they're probably going to go double tank, and they didn't pick up the Tychus, so that opens it up for Five Guys to pick up the Tychus if they want, or they can go for something else.
I would like to see them pick up the Tychus here, personally.
And, yeah, Malfearin's pretty good meta pick. And they pick up Diablo.
Okay. I mean, those are both solid picks. The problem with leaving Tychus so long is now Tychus is either banned or available for TNG to pick up, right? So...
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Well, I mean, the ban phase is going out, so they could ban out the Tychus with their ban, but they ban out Thrall, or the other team. Five Guys can ban out Tychus here if they...
Right.
Oh, wait, no. I mean, I'm getting mixed up. TNG could have banned Tychus, but they didn't. There we go.
Right. So they banned Thrall, which is a good ban if you don't want to face, you know, Earthquake. I'm just not, yeah.
Yeah, but they'd be facing nerfed Quake.
Yeah, that's true. It is nerfed Quake.
Don't get me wrong, it's still strong, but
Right, right. This is true. This is true. Taking a lot of time thinking about this one.
yeah. Only ban on Rhaegar.
That's an interesting ban. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I mean, Rhaegar is one of the better healers at the moment, so
Yeah, but
it's not.
go ahead.
I was gonna say it's not a bad ban by any means.
But now you pick up. So let's like run it through a little. You pick up a Vala or a Gul'dan, or both of them, because Ragnaros is a melee character, really. And you say, okay, solo tank Dahaka, Ragnaros, pick up Vala, Gul'dan, Oriel, and your Rhaegar ban does not much, right? Like, the damage output from Vala, Gul'dan, Ragnaros is insane. And I just don't know if TNG wants to solo tank Dahaka or not, right? Ultimately, that's the question.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The
Zarya
Uther pick comes out.
Uther with 10 armor
10
now. The
armor.
base 10 armor. I love Uther's lumberjack Uther skin too. That's also one of my favorite skins in the game. Probably it's not like my favorite, but it's up there.
I don't know about you, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what? Should probably pick up like Tychus KT. Like,
yes.
Look at all that melee plus Zarya's like close to melee.
Yeah, no, I agree. Tychus.
Oh, but the variant for the shield destruction, I guess. Yeah, and they do pick up the Tychus.
I don't know. I like Tychus KT over variant Tychus, but I think KT would have been a good choice because they're clumping. Like, they're clumping. On the other side, though, I'd like to see something with really strong wave clear. A Gul'dan, maybe. A Vala, maybe. Even KT would be okay.
Some range.
Something in the
range.
back, right? Like, it needs to be something in the back. No matter what it is, I want to see something ranged. And not necessarily the Zul Jin again, but something ranged for sure. All right, KT it is. Kael'thas. Okay, it's a good draft. I like both of these drafts. I like the only thing I'm not happy with is that variant pick. I agree with you. I would have liked to have seen that be something different. KT would have been able to take advantage of them being so clumped.
Yeah, and plus he's pretty good on this map, right?
Right. So, but we'll see. We will see how it goes. For 5 guys on a scooter in the red, we have Tommy Guns on Varian, Prey or Be Prey on Malfurion, Carlos RT on Sylvanas, Asheron on Tychus, and Diesel 475 on the Diablo.
And on the other side, we have TNG. We have Deuni on Uther, Stu Manchu on Dahaka, Ataro on Kael'thas, Cover on Ragnaros, and Asusake on Zarya.
Zarya is always interesting to watch. The shields, man, the shields.
I see all these variant picks, and I kind of want them to do good, but they just end up not doing that good.
I tend to agree. Varian is an awesome hero, but I feel like to get it just right, you just have to spend a lot more time playing him than people are, and so they do okay with him. But to be like maybe you just can't be that good with Varian, right? If you think about it, we don't really see him picked that often in tournament play, high-level tournament play. Maybe he's just not there yet. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
I mean, you say that, but B-Kid was playing him a lot.
No, you're right. You're right. There's always that outlier, right? But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when HGC gets on the current patch how it goes.
I like the combo of Medivh Protect with Varian. I thought
Yes.
that was pretty cool.
That
and
is
then he
very
can take
cool.
the charge.
Yeah. This is interesting. So you have a Sylvanas on this map, but you choose not to go cheese, and then you immediately attack the Dahaka and drive him into your team. And he's like, that's cool, I'll burrow, and then I'll do some crazy damage to your Tychus, who then spreads the bomb, as KT's bombs are, you know, usually done here. And Dahaka goes top lane, as expected, soaks top lane, and I expect to see the regular 4-man rotation coming out from TNG now, which is what we do get. So they are slightly ahead on the rotation right now, but Five Guys is trying to catch up to them as quickly as they can. Varian charging deep to try and hit that Uther, but not getting anything with it. However, they did slow the rotation down a little bit for most of TNG, so only Ragnaros is up there currently working on the minions, but does clear them. KT actually getting a number of convection stacks off already.
Uther going with Wave of Light. Interesting.
Meanwhile, top lane, Dahaka is taking slightly more damage than Sylvanas is, but the lanes are basically even, and a lot of that I think is because of Sylvanas' trait with the long shutdown of the minions that are in the top lane, so Dahaka is not getting any support from those minions. But look at this. We do have Diablo top lane, maybe looking to pick off that Dahaka. Dahaka not going that direction and walking through the Diablo means that that little pickoff isn't going to happen, and the Shrine is spawning bottom lane.
I mean, there's always that risk of going for the global, right? Like, it could pay off heavily because then they won't have any backup, but it could also just not be so great because then you're not there for the Shrine fight, right?
Right, right. Well, and that's what we see right now, right? Dahaka is still soaking top lane, or not really even soaking, he's just coming down now, but comes in and, you know, almost immediately we see a kill on KT. So Dahaka not being there actually could have cost them a KT, but they're fighting, and both teams are really low, but Dahaka is going to go down now, and it looks like Five Guys is going to be able to secure this Shrine, even though they're down by a lot with all these kills. That is 3 kills to no kills, so for 4.
Yeah, KT doing a good job just not dying and just stacking his convection. But as TNG, you got to be really careful about how far you extend, because
right.
You do have an Uther as a healer, and he doesn't he's no Malfurion.
Right, right. Now TNG did secure the Punisher after Ragnaros popped Molten Core, and they are going to be able to push him with that. And it isn't 3 kills and none anymore. They did get a kill on Varian, so Five Guys still leading slightly in the kill count, but it does look like TNG is going to start getting a XP lead, especially with Dahaka still soaking top lane. And they're going to, typical, you know, first Punisher fashion, they are going to just get the first front wall. But they do have about a half-level lead right now. And they should get their 7s a good deal before Five Guys does. And so they do, and they're picking them up. Uther picking up the cleanse, that'll be helpful. Everything else is pretty straightforward. And it looks like, oh, Sylvanas may have just gotten caught out. Diablo's coming down to try and save her, but it's too late for her. And the rest of TNG is going to go ahead and steal Five Guys' Siege Giant camp from them.
Poor Sylvanas, all that hard work on that camp, just for it to get stolen.
And Atsusaki just lobbing grenades at the at the health fountain here.
No, no, no. It's well, yeah, it's really good actually that he's doing that.
Oh, I agree.
It gives vision for that camp.
Right, right, and that enabled them to take out the fountain like almost immediately. Dahak is still soaking top against Varian. And he's pushed in. He's got the whole top wall down at this point. So a lot of value gained from Dahak at top lane. And TNG back into their typical 4-man rotation. Going to go ahead and grab this bottom Siege Giant camp. But it does look like 4 members from Five Guys showing up here and looking to get a kill. Maybe on the Zarya. But no, Dahak coming in and they're going to turn this around. 5-on-5. Maybe get a kill. It looks like everybody's gonna survive, but a number of people are a bit lower on the health pool. 5-on-4. Varian did stay top lane and soaked, but it does look like TNG's about half a level away from 10, and they're a full level ahead of Five Guys. So Five Guys really needs to focus on just soaking. And I mean, if they want to look for a fight now is the time to do it before TNG hits their 10s. And I don't think they're going to do that. I think instead they're going to take their shaman. Yeah, Five Guys is taking their shaman camp and soaking all the lanes that they can safely. So TNG seeing no contestation over the shrine is going to go ahead and send KT and Zarya a little bit forward to take down more of that wall. And Ragnaros is just going to take out the shrine himself. And 10s are now available for TNG. If I'm Five Guys, I don't want this. It's time to back out and just prepare for a really difficult defense. I'm not sure I would even be as close as they are right now.
I mean, there's no reason to be, right? Because you already basically conceded the shrine. You went to soak while they're getting the minion.
Yep. Yeah, why even be in front of your gate at this point? Just be ready to try and bait the Punisher back. That's all I'd be looking to do here right now.
Yeah, plus the enemy team already has heroics, so you gotta be very careful.
Well, TNG's playing this right. They're leaving the Punisher on the fort, and they're pushing forward to zone Five Guys off. Now, Five Guys is about to get their level 10 abilities, and they do have him now, so they really do need to look for an engage and try to pull this Punisher over this wall. So they do get it over, but then they... Oh, okay, they flipped Ragnaros over. That's what they attempted to do there, but while that was a good move, it did not pay off for them. They did lose 2 players. Diablo's really low. Sylvanas is really low, and they basically used almost all their ultimate abilities, or heroic abilities. And it looks like we have TNG with a 2-level lead now. Solid lead there. And they're going to get their 13s. They just went back. TNG's just back now to soak all the lanes, grab camps, you know, do all the things you do while you're waiting for the next Punisher to spawn. So it looks like they're going to... TNG's going to pick up their Shaman camp and their Siege Giant camp almost immediately. And let's see where they go from here. I kind of want to see them look for an engage. They are going to have their 13s any second now. See if you can't like invade this Siege Giant camp. And it looks like they might be doing just that. Oh,
yeah, this is really risky for Five Guys.
That Ragnaros hammer just absolutely decimated so many heroes.
The reason I say that is because when you fight in an area like that, then you're kind of set up for Sulfurous Smash, the Expulsion Zone, or if it was Gravity Surge, yeah.
Right. Right, either one of Zarya's heroic abilities there would have been great for you. Oh, it looks like Dayuni did disconnect. Let's see if either team wants a pause or they're just going to keep on playing. So we do have Robot Uther for the time being. Oh, there he is. He's back. And they're going to push with these Giants. 6 Giants is nothing to laugh at. With a lead like this, I would like him to see actually push it all the way to the keep wall, personally. I know TNG sometimes plays a little more safe, but that Expulsion Zone is going to end up getting Varian killed and Sylvanas killed. That was a beautiful Expulsion Zone, right on Five Guys gate. And they try pulling Ragnaros in again,
Oh, this looks familiar.
Right? And it did not work out too well for them last time they went this direction, but they're trying it again. I would like to see, at this point, TNG just push forward and take this keep before going back for the Punisher. I wouldn't try to finish here, but definitely with 6 Giants still pushing, take the keep. Maybe then you can even Molten Core if you really want to get greedy.
I would back up here. The enemy team is probably going to try to engage. Ragnaros should Molten Core on the fort behind him.
Right. They are going to pick off the Dahaka. It did take a Malfurion Twilight Dream, but they did finish off that Dahaka. And they're looking to get Zarya. I'm not sure I'd be chasing Zarya at under half health. With the rest of TNG right in front of her. I feel like that might have been risky. They do have to, now, Five Guys does have to go and clear these Siege Giants up who were on the core. If they had left them, that would have done a lot of core damage. And it looks like TNG is going to go ahead and start the Frozen Punisher, which will be spawning in that mid lane where there is nothing to stop it from going core. I don't know. I mean, we've been in this situation before, you and I. 16 to 12 on Infernal Shrines is never a fun situation to be in.
I mean, try to get what you can before the 5th member shows up, right?
That's all you can do. I mean, that's literally all you can do. But the 5th member being Dahaka means he's there in a snap. And they're looking to get a kill on this Diablo, and they may get it if they can stun him one more time. But everybody on Five Guys is really low right now. And there's the Molten Core, and that's going to pick off Sylvanas between that and KT. I do feel like that Molten Core may have been a little wasted, and he's popping out of it already. Just because the rest of the team was so far... The rest of Five Guys was so far away, it was going to be impossible to grab them all with that Molten Core. But I do understand why he did it, looking for the kills. I just feel like he could have saved it and used it on the keep location while they were pushing with the Punisher to better effect. But TNG does pick up Five Guys' Shaman Camp, so that's going to go ahead and push top lane. And it looks like Uther and KT are going to help a little bit with that, while Ragnaros finishes up getting Skeletal Defenders for the mid lane Punisher. During all of this, the Haka did go bottom lane and grab that Siege Camp. So we're going to have a 3-lane push going for TNG against Five Guys, with a Punisher in one lane, Shaman Camp that Sylvanas has to stay behind and defeat in the top lane, and Siege Giants pushing the bottom lane. And already Siege Giants are back up, so they're going to push in with this Punisher mid lane. What's the cooldown on Molten Core? How close do you think he is to having that up again?
I'd say it's still on about 40-second cooldown at this point.
Okay. So, see, I would have liked him to have had it right here. I think it would have been really effective at this point. It is 17 versus 13, and that was actually a good APOC. That caught 4 members. But they are going to lose their Malfurion first, and Tyke is really low. He's going to go down along with Varian, and this is going to be GG, yeah. Just with John Cena plus everything else pushing, ending that game there was the way it was going to happen for those guys. What'd you think? What stood out to you?
Well, Varian not doing so hot, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's always a bummer, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm actually curious as to why he chose a Twin Blades build, because if you think about it, so Twin Blades is either objective based, where you can fight bosses or something like that,
right? Or
you want to stay in for a really long time and just continuously heal in fights. But against a team like that, I don't know if you can stay in there doing damage for that long.
Right.